Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Now, you know me, I love a review, and something else I love is a delivery box service. There's nothing better than getting a little present from you to you. Or also, this is a really good idea to send presents to friends. Now, in lockdown, I did one of these videos where I reviewed all the delivery kits because I feel like delivery kits in lockdown really blossomed and bloomed into something wonderful. And I also love delivery kits because if you're somewhere else in the world, you can still get to try the food of, say, your favourite restaurant in London. I just think it is so great. Now, I asked you guys over on Instagram for your favourite delivery kits or ones you've heard great things about, and we are going to review them today. Also, quick disclaimer, every single box that I'm reviewing I did by myself, completely unsponsored, ungifted, everything, so we can get my authentic reaction. No beating around the bush, I'm going to get straight into the first box we tried, which was the Cote at Home breakfast box. This was sent to me so many times. In fact, not just the breakfast box, Cote have loads online. The Cote at Home breakfast box, I paid for the all bells and whistles one, which was £39.95, and this included shipping. Every single one, apart from the Beefy Boys one, had around about a £5 shipping cost, apart from those two. So bear that in mind when you're thinking of price. Let's get started on Cote. Which they do a weekend French breakfast box, which I'm so excited about. They have different instructions for everything, and this is what we have got. There's quite a lot in here, to be fair to them. What's this? I think they said I got a free bottle, which, you know me, and a free bottle. So, we've got, ooh, fancy butter, some granola, croissant, sourdough pave, fancy yogurts and preserves. A gift from Cote. I thought I was getting the bottle though. Pure butter French shortbreads. That's gorgeous. Oh no, I did! Orange juice. This is such good value for money. Are you joking me? One of the proper Cote water things that you get in the restaurant. That is sick. That is so cool. There's more! Oh my gosh. I have never seen these eggs before. Rich yolk. This ain't no yolk. Sorry, I have to say it every time. Boudin Noir. What is that? Smoked bacon. Dingle-a-dell. British pork sausages. That, I'm chuffed with that. I've been thinking about this all night long. All night long! I cannot wait for this epic breakfast. We have got some of the bacon frying, and in here we've got more of the bacon frying. And then I have laid everything out. So we've got the croissants, which look really good. And we've got the biscuits, the orange juice. I filled this up with water, butter, jam, yogurts, granola. I've never had these eggs before and they look really good. Pressure. Oh yeah, that does look like a good egg. I would happily bake the most elaborate cake, give it a go. But I do not like doing fry-ups. There's too many elements at different times. I think they're one of the hardest things to do. I have all of the fried bits in here. there was a whole big bread loaf, but I didn't do that because I already had some bread. I don't want it to go off. And then we've got the whole sweet array over here. And it just looks so good. Gobble, gobble, gobble. Yet again, a big old win. I feel like for a treat, for like a birthday treat, they also have a smaller box, which I think is £20 or something. But I feel like for what you get in that is, considering the quality, like the butter, amazing, and everything's like really luxurious. I feel like those yogurts alone are normally like a tenner in the shops. I just feel like it was really lovely, and it was really well thought out, just the whole style. Yeah. Really nice.
For a birthday breakfast or something, super.
Really recommend, actually. I feel like for a birthday, not for an everyday thing, because it's quite expensive for that, but for a treat. Also, it could easily feed more than 2 people. Bacon left, we have the whole loaf of bread, we've still got the yogurts, the granola, also you get the free biscuits, it is good value, good bang for your buck. Overall, I think Cote was probably my favourite out of all of them. Cote was amazing. It had everything. Also, you could definitely have done a breakfast for 4 people on that box. There was so much, and I actually did give some to my family because there was so much in it. Also, the little extra gifts of the bottle and the extra gifts of the biscuit, I honestly cannot rate that cote one highly enough. Now on to the next box, which was Rick Stein's afternoon tea. Rick Stein I've actually tried before. He had a nice like Valentine's special during lockdown, and I got it for my parents, and it was really, really good. I think it had like mussels in it, we got some rice. I think I actually showed it on one of these vlogs. So I was feeling quite hopeful, but everyone had recommended the afternoon tea, and obviously a little bit of an afternoon tea connoisseur, so I was feeling quite hopeful. Let's show you what happened. I love the packaging. Oh, I thought that was going to have a little bottle or something in it. I really like the colours and the vibe. Very coastal. Let's see what we've got in here. Yorkshire Gold. I don't really know what's good tea and what's not, to be honest, but there we go. This, I think, is our little menu. This doesn't really go with the vibe of the rest of the box, but whatever. So we've got our savouries, cake, Cornish tea. I'm so excited. Oh my goodness. Cornish pasties are one of my favourite things in the whole entire world. Mini Cornish pasties, some little sausage rolls. I think these, this is the salmon quiche. Yes, I love salmon. We've got a chocolate cake, a rhubarb and strawberry cake, I want to say is that one. A Dundee, I love Dundee. And then a zesty orange and almond cake. And then in here we've got the scones. Now, no, here we've got the jam. But where's the clotted cream? That's what I want to know. Yeah, under there. Right, I'm so excited. There was actually a special explanation as to why this tea was chosen. I feel like you do this and it squeezes all the tea bag out. Cup of tea, done. Wow. Okay, where do we begin? They said you can have these hot or cold. I'm gonna have them cold. I haven't had a Cornish pasty in so long, it's actually making me emotional. I love Cornish pasties so much. I actually put them in my top 10 foods. Crispy, crunchy crust. The filling's quite succulent and juicy. Did you know the Cornish pasty can't be called a Cornish pasty unless it was made in Cornwall? That was amazing. It was a little bit dry, and I feel like this sausage roll was a bit dry as well. I think it would be better if you heated them in the oven. But it didn't say that, it just says you can have it hot or cold. Ooh. We have the sausage roll here, but it's quite, I like a bit more colour. It's quite pink and smooth. I like it when it's not either of those things. No, that is a bad sausage roll. It tastes like a sausage roll that you could get in Iceland. In fact, I might prefer an Iceland one a little bit better. I love quiche, so I'm hoping this quiche is going to save the day. That's a really fishy quiche. That tastes so strong of fish, not in a good way. I'm not a fan of that. We started so strong with the Cornish pasty, and I feel like we're kind of tanking it. I never know if I'm supposed to do the scones or the cake first, and I feel like I should really know this, considering how many afternoon teas I've been to. Let's do the scone first. This kind of looks like a bread roll. For the price you're paying, I kind of would have expected a bit more. You know the rule that when you're having a scone, if you use your fingers, it should be able to break in half like that, and that did. So we're gonna go in, we've got the clotted cream. Are you cream on top or are you cream on the bottom? I'm cream on the bottom. But it's quite a good scone actually, very soft, quite nice buttery flavour. Not bad at all. Let's see how the cakes do. Up first we have the zesty almond and orange cake, which actually looks quite good and moist. Oh, that is bitter. Guys, I'm really unimpressed by Rick. What is going on here? That is so dense and dry. That has been well over mixed. I feel like you can see, look how dense that is. What's going on? But there is a really nice raspberry flavour in that. They're also dry. Look at this. Cake shouldn't do that. Now, we're gonna hopefully save the day with chocolate, because you can't go that wrong with a chocolate cake. And I flipping love chocolate cake. It's my favourite cake in the whole of the world. It's dry. Oh my gosh, that is so hard. Listen to this. Cake should not sound like that. I would not buy this box again. So the Rick Stein box was £45 and I truly would not buy it again. I do not think it is worth the money. It was dry. The only thing that I liked about it was Cornish pasties. They were really good actually, really good Cornish pasties. But I was very disappointed by this box. And I will say that if you want to do an afternoon tea delivery box that is like good solid food, I would recommend Piglet's Pantry. I've had theirs before and it's the same sort of thing. They do quiches in it, they do sausage rolls. It's just really yummy. And if you want a more high-end one, Sketch also do one, but that's quite pricey. The next one we tried was on a website called Dispatch, and they have loads of really high-end restaurants, and I think they even have some Michelin starred places. Sorry, I know I say Michelin weird, I don't know how to say it, and I keep trying, and every time I just try and say it I get it wrong. But they have loads of places, and they have this taco one. It's the most expensive out of all the ones we got, and it was £75, which I feel like is a lot of money for an at-home kit. But like I said, it's a high-end restaurant. I feel like it should always be a little bit less than you'd pay in a restaurant, so I feel like it should be more around the £50 mark. And I am so excited. It's from a company called El Pastor, which I have always wanted to try, but it's a bit of a trek for me, and this is why I love these. Say you live flipping up north, you can try this. I think that is genius. Whoever invented this like delivery food thing needs a raise, okay? So first things we need to do is we need to tip the short rib and pastilla sauce onto an oven tray, cover it in foil and cook in the oven for 30 minutes. And I always feel weird getting food out of a plastic bag because it makes me feel like I'm a dog, you know? I don't know if that's just me. I love this! This is literally so much fun. We've got like a little starter, which is these blue tostadas right here, and they give you 3. Because this is serves 2 people and they say that you've got a 3rd one just to make sure it's all okay. We lay it up with the guac, the tuna, I didn't even know this came with it, and some coriander. A wee little starter. As they've given me an extra one to try, I'm just gonna taste test it before it, you know, just to check it out. Yeah. Just a teeny bit weird. The guacamole had a little fizz to it. I don't know if that's normal, and I've looked at the ingredients, there's nothing weird in it, but it was definitely fizzy. Wouldn't it be great if refried beans didn't look quite so gross? But anyway, we're gonna top them off with the queso blanco. Wait for that. You're supposed to present it like this and then shred it when you serve it. Okay, this is the setup. We've got the refried beans, the little tacos, the chips. We're supposed to have the guac, but I'm just a bit freaked out by it fizzing. The pickled onion, salsa, lime, coriander, and then the ribs, which we're supposed to fork apart. And then you just assemble your little taco with everything in it. Let's do a little taste. We've just had the tacos. I feel like out of 10, the thing that I would probably say is obviously a bit gutted about the guacamole. Guacamole was lacking because it was fizzy. It didn't taste right. Everything else was really good and worked quite nicely together. I feel like it was good portion size.
There was a lot, yeah.
I don't really have a bad word to say about it. Other than that, instead of having the tuna little taco to start, having something like a little something else, like whether it's a salad or like a ricey thing. Do you know what I mean?
Mm. Yeah.
Instead of that taco, because it feels like it was all quite similar. It was all corn tortilla-y, which obviously it is. But I feel like there's other things that you can do. We really enjoyed this one. It was really good, and the food was like, it tasted fresh. It literally tasted as you would get it in a restaurant. I will say I think it was a bit expensive at £75. I'd probably pay around the £45–50 mark. I'm also aware that it's from a really nice restaurant and then you have to pay for delivery and stuff. So I don't know, I probably would get it again and I would try a different one of their boxes, but I would definitely save it for a treat. The next ones I actually took to my parents. So I got the dishoom bacon naan, which I have had before, and I feel like to be honest, I got it so that I could show you guys the wonders of the dishoom bacon naan. If you've never had a dishoom bacon naan, get to know. It is so delicious, and they have a vegan one as well, and they do like little margaritas with it. I don't really have a bad thing to say about the dishoom bacon naan. It's a really good price point of £23. It's delicious and it's really fun to make them as well. Like you can put the naan breads on the pan and it's just like, it's just a fun experience. I cannot recommend that one enough. We're in a really familiar setting because we have bought 2 of the meals to my family. Dishoom naan, which I'm very excited about. She's smelling the bacon. I'm just rolling out the naans. Get all of Look at that. 5, 6. Yeah, mama do the hump, mama do the hump, hump. Oh, and then here are the bacon naans. We then went for one which actually loads of you said was amazing, but not only that, but our real life 3D friends told us about Beefy Boys and said that this was really good. The Beefy Boys burger was really yummy. And I feel like it was at a reasonable price point of £32 for 4 like restaurant quality burgers. They were really quite meaty and quite cheesy. They did take a long time to cook, but I don't know if that was our problem. And I would get the Beefy Boys again. It wasn't the best burger I've ever had in my life, but it was a good one. The last place that we went to was Lina stores. I've had very mixed experiences of Lina stores. I've had some great times in their restaurant and I've had some atrocious times in their restaurant. I thought I'd give their online a little try to see how it would fare. They are £15 for a box for 2 people, which I feel like isn't too steep. It's quite expensive, but kind of like the price you would expect to pay for a London pasta place, you know. It's not like, oh my goodness, that's the most expensive pasta I've ever had, but it's also not like, that's cheap. It's just kind of a middle point. I made this for my family and I feel like it was nice, but nothing blew me away about it. And I feel like I've had better pasta deliveries. Like I've tried the Nonna Tonda one, I think it was before, and that was really good. And I've tried some other pasta deliveries which were a lot better. But it wasn't awful and it was still quite yummy. All in all, at the end of the day, I would not get Rick Stein again. Absolutely not. No, thank you. But the cote breakfast box, 100%, I would run and get that again. And dishoom. And probably would get Beefy Boys and the tacos. This was quite, I feel like, a good successful try. And if you want to see my other video where I reviewed some, because they had some good ones in there, we had an amazing pizza. I will link that video down below. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you try any of the places, or if you have tried any of the places and you had good or bad experiences. Also, I'm literally blending into the wall. I'm so pale. But anyway, that's just by the by. I love you all loads. Let me know if you have any videos that you want me to try. Peace out, punks. Have a cracking day.